Greetings. This is Rising. Early morning, probably around 8:45. I decided to come to the park and get a little sun in this morning and enjoy sad nature a little bit. Also, to finish reading this so I could come back and report and see what Miss Page was speaking of. So I think I'm going to take a quick lap around the park. Then I come back and sit. But it's peaceful. There's only like one person I see walking out here today. I guess the other people either came or gone. Most of the time it's very busy. Oh, that's a second person. I guess she's resting. But anyway, I'm just decided I'm in the decision to just enjoy this temporary vision as much as possible while I'm here and produce and create as much as possible while I am here, while still learning this thing called life and this journey that I love to speak upon, about knowing thyself, about reaching in and going in into the deep into the subconscious mind and find your way and find your path. That's beautiful. And find yourself, because you can't find yourself if you're constantly listening to everybody else's programming. Hey, you've already been programmed from birth by your parents, your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles, and all the other people that are around you. Now it's time to find self. It's always important to find self and get a real revelation of who you are and what you are. And know that this is just temporary while you're here. But just try to enjoy it as much as possible. Look at the little squirrels. Too. They're gathering up their little nuts. Even they got a purpose. Everything got a purpose for existing. Everything got a purpose for being. Even if it's a so-called, you want to say evil. But your evil is just live backwards. It's just the way you live here. Whether you choose to walk on the dark side or walk on the light side. Either way, they got to be blended in order for you to be here peacefully, successfully. It's all about your mindset. It's all about who you are and what you are and reaching back in to that old template, the template that they built you from. Yeah, we are built from a template. A lot of people don't know that. I happened to find this information out one night while I was scrolling through that conscious mind and one of those, hey, how are you? Good. What we seem to call like the astral traveler. Yeah, I'm one of them people. I be traveling. So it's I tell you the quote. I tell you, you guys are templates. So I started Googling. This is about a year or 2 years ago. Template, and I vaguely remember it said template is where you was drawn. It's like you were drawn from something. You were made. So we were made from a template. So somebody actually drew us here. Now, if you go back and think about, they said that all is the mind, and the mind is all deep down in your subconscious mind. I want you to think about this a minute. So who was it that templated us? Who was it that drew us out and turned us into this template? Think about this now. Who was it? Even though if you go and you look in the first say in the Bible that man wrote for us, because you know those are not the words of the source of God. Those are the words of man. Man who tricked us. Hey, how are you? Good. Man who tricked us into believing this fictitious sight, this fictitious, what do you call it, vision that we are in. So we've been abiding by that for so long. But let's go deeper into this inner mind situation as to what are we believing. Okay, the reason why we haven't been able to achieve it because we've been believing the wrongness. We have been believing their set standards, their rules. This thing was kind of like mapped out for us people. And we got to stay within that map. They wanted us to stay within that map and stay within the regions of their guidelines in their subconscious mind. But sometime, at some point, you may not get it this time. This time it may not be for everybody. But I tell you what, if you on this journey and you've been wondering and seeing that things are not right here, this here ain't working for me, you know, man, you got to draw yourself out their map. And you got to step into your map and make your own map. You got to make your own plans. Write the plan. Once you write that plan and you start from 1, 2, 3, A, B, and C, it's just like a stepping stone. You'll begin to achieve. But you must follow the plan. You must follow the map, just as you follow their map. Excuse me. It's like my third lap, y'all. But, yeah. If you stay in your subconscious mind and your plane of thought, follow your map, write your plan, 1, 2, 3, you will begin to walk out of their plan. I mean, their plan, I've been in their plan, was in their plan most of my life. And I didn't achieve. All I did was work for a few dollars. I worked for a few dollars. I never was able to save nothing. And every penny you got went back into what they call the bill, went back into bill. So I had a divorce bill. Bill was not providing for me. So I had to let Bill go. Bye, Bill. You know, I know this may seem like a lot of squabble or a lot of nonsense to people who have not arrived at this subconsciously or consciously, you know what I'm saying? So I'm finna say it now. But it makes sense to me. This will make sense to other people who are on this journey as myself for betterment. And I'm affirming that this, video, I'm going to post this on not Facebook, but I'm going to post it on YouTube. I got off Facebook for a minute so I could collect my thoughts, so I could start eating, better. And so when I come back, I want to come with a more beautiful, message. I want to come with who I am, deep, thought, revelation, some of my experiences that I'm experiencing here. That's all I want to share with the experience. So maybe somebody else having these experiences. I don't know. Maybe even with dealing with your dreams. I told you a few years ago, get a pen and pad and put it by your bedside. And when you dream, and by the time, when you wake up, or even in that dream state, you are able to move about like a lucid dream. Write it down. Write down what you have dreamed about, because your dreams are here to help you. Your dreams are here to be a guide to you. Your dreams, what was told to me are my own personal experiences. That's what dreams are to me. Dreams are my own personal experiences. So I would like to know what they mean. So this is a beautiful journey that we're on. Very, very beautiful. If you choose to be on this journey this time, some people have and some people haven't, but I chose this time to, I chose the path of enlightenment. I chose a path to wake up this time. I chose a path to create. So if you guys would please like, share this video. If you seen something in here or you heard something in here that may click you, help you jog your subconscious memory, or something that may want to have you to like and share and subscribe, please do and share it with your fellow humans, because you're humans. Please like and share, because this will help people. A lot of people don't, understand. I could go in here all day once I get in this mode and get to talking, da 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 da. But you know what? At this point in time, my message. But you know what? I'm going to share this with you, and then I'm going to end my message because I have to. The other day I was doing a little inner work. They call it, right now they are saying it's called like shadow work, dealing with your younger stages of your life. And sometimes we think we have dealt with that, or we don't even know that we need to deal with a younger stage of your life. I was in the presence, I'm like, wait a minute. All my life, I've lived a life, it was kind of, sheltered down here in the deep, country. I didn't get out a lot, didn't see, a whole lot. Just picture, think about the Beverly Hillbillies and me being Ella Mae Clampett. That kind of thing. Didn't know a lot where I grew up at. Everything was shielded from me. And I'm beginning to think it was for a reason. But anyway, I'm going to tell you this. So I was sitting there gathering my thoughts, and I was thinking about my mother and my father, who has transitioned. It was a beautiful, it's a story how they transitioned, almost like together. But listen, I thought about it. I was sitting there and I was having a moment of my childhood memories, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I never said to my mother, or I never said to my father, I love you. Thank you for helping me take care of my children. Thank you for helping me, keep food on my table, gas in my car when I need it. And thank you, Father, for fixing my car. You see, my dad was my mechanic. My dad was our mechanic because he knew we didn't have a lot of money. So he fixed our cars when we had problems with it, flat tire, gas, whatever, motor. He knew it. He did it, And my mom, she provided the shelter and the